In the autumn of 1987, fear gripped the city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A string of murders, each more chilling than the last, left investigators scrambling for answers. The victims, 5 in total, were all young women, ages 19 to 26, found brutally murdered along desolate highways. Each victim bore the same eerie signature: a single gunshot to the back of the head, their bodies posed carefully as if someone had taken the time to arrange them. But the most disturbing part? A crisp, new $5 bill tucked into each of their pockets. The killings, initially thought to be the work of drug dealers, had the city's narcotics division working overtime. The victims, while from different backgrounds, all had some peripheral connection to the city's nightlife: bartenders, waitresses, students who worked late shifts. The prevailing theory was that they had witnessed something they weren't supposed to see. The police zeroed in on a known drug trafficking ring that operated in the area, but every lead fizzled out. Every suspect had an airtight alibi. Then, just as quickly as the murders began, they stopped. 5 victims, 5 staged crime scenes, and nothing else. The case went cold, swallowed by time like so many others. For 2 decades, the murders were nothing more than a grim mystery, discussed only in crime forums and among cold case detectives with too many files and too few resources. That changed in the summer of 2008 when a young woman, Melanie Carter, was found murdered just outside of Shreveport, Louisiana. The details were hauntingly familiar: posed body, a single gunshot to the head, and a crisp $5 bill in her pocket. Detective Raymond Halloway, who had been a rookie when the original murders took place, felt a chill run down his spine. Could it be the same killer? Had he returned after all these years? The idea seemed impossible. Serial killers rarely stop, let alone for 2 decades. This time, the forensic technology had advanced, and crime scene investigators managed to extract trace DNA from underneath Melanie's fingernails. When the results came back, they shocked everyone. The DNA wasn't from any of the suspected drug dealers. It belonged to someone inside law enforcement. The killer behind the badge. The DNA matched a longtime veteran of the force, Sergeant Daniel Kincaid. Kincaid had joined the Baton Rouge Police Department in 1986, just 1 year before the first murder. By 2008, he was a respected officer, a family man, even a mentor to young recruits. No one could believe it. The cop. The same man who had responded to crime scenes, consoled grieving families, and even worked the original case? When confronted, Kincaid denied everything. But investigators dug deeper, uncovering a horrifying pattern. Kincaid had deliberately joined the force as a way to manipulate the system, to insert himself into investigations, to control the narrative. He had access to crime scenes before anyone else. He knew how to cover his tracks, and he had used his badge as a shield to hide in plain sight. His victims, all young women working late nights, were chosen at random but followed the same chilling pattern. He would offer them a ride under the guise of protection, drive them to a secluded area, and execute them with a .22 caliber pistol, quick, silent, efficient. The $5 bill was his twisted signature, a mocking gesture to imply that life was cheap. When questioned about the 20-year gap between the killings, Kincaid finally smirked and said, "Who says I ever stopped?" With his arrest, investigators reopened dozens of unsolved murders spanning 2 decades. Some were eerily similar to the Highway Phantoms pattern, suggesting that Kincaid had never truly stopped killing, only adapted, choosing his victims more carefully. The revelation shattered the Baton Rouge Police Department, leading to internal investigations about how such a man had hidden in their ranks for so long. Kincaid was convicted in 2010 and sentenced to life without parole. He never expressed remorse. But one lingering mystery remains: were all of his victims ever discovered? Even today, cold case detectives comb through old files, wondering how many more lives he took before the darkness of his deeds finally caught up with him.